Hi, this is Andy at Wawasee Boat Company. Today we're going to take a ride in a GS24 and let you see what it can do. It's an awesome boat. It's the newly redesigned version. It's got higher sides, incredible surf wave, G23 styled interior. Let's go have a better look. All right, starting at the transom. This does have the under platform ladder that pulls out, so you can see the swim platform's about 6 inches out of the water to allow for it to, when the full with ballast, it doesn't go underwater. But if you're just swimming off it, it makes it a lot easier to get on the platform. Obviously your rear seats, rear cup holders, pop-up ski pylon right ahead of the engine. This has the G series styled seat that pulls out rear facing, and you can fold it down to walk over it, or you can slide it all the way back and make a back seat. It's also got the pop-up over on that side that you can see, which is really nice. It's what Nautique has always had, but you have a true footwell. You don't have your feet in a storage compartment, and you have another pop-up right here behind the driver that lays down. So if you need a lot of seating, you can put everything down and maximize your seating. This boat's rated for 17 people, so when you do have that big crew with you, you can take everybody along. You don't have to leave anybody on the pier. And you'll see when we go out, it's got the helm control knob here with a full 12.5-inch touchscreen dash. Obviously, it's got the bimini. It's got surfboard pockets on top. Dual board racks. It's the extra fat so they can hold surfboards. Nice big. You can see how deep that bow is. Actually, in the video here, it doesn't look as deep, but when you're sitting in it, that is a really deep bow. Zoom in on it a little bit here. I had to back my lens out to get everything in the picture. You've got charging ports in the bow. It's got a slide-in air dam right there to block the wind. You can see the heater defrost vent, but it's got pull-out heaters down below. This has seat heaters for the driver and the passenger side seat. It's got the courtesy cup holder light package. So you've got the courtesy lights and cup holders that you can change the colors on. And let's jump in. We'll take it out on the lake and see how she does. It's a anthracite metal flake. Has a haze gray hull with a white middle stripe. It's got the white Chromax graphics. Just a really, really sharp package. And let's go take her for a ride. All right, we're in the boat. We're headed out the channel to the lake. You can see on the dash, you've got the awareness camera. This is the screen. You can make it a half picture so you can still have access to some of your surf controls. You can make it full screen. You can turn it off. You can turn it on. On the dash, you've got all your shortcuts. You've got your underwater lights. Got your heater. Got your docking lights. Got your courtesy lights, which you can see down there must be set to sort of a purple color. We can show you how to change those later. It's driver's seat heater, and your lights that are on your speakers right there. And then you can always turn on and off the awareness camera as you want, so you can sort of use that when you're pulling a rider. The concept is you can always see it behind you, like if you're anchored and if anybody's in the water when you're changing skiers, riders. So it's just a safety thing. All your controls, all your gauges are right here. Right now, you've got your back to dock, which is activate, which is, well, cancel out of that. We'll go in and show you how to change all your surf set. They haven't setting this up. We just put it in for the first time. So you'd go to wake surf. If you want everything full, whoops, wake surf, edit. So if you wanted to fill these up, you go down here, your supplemental ballast. So for wake surf, I want to put those up to 100%. Then I can save changes, and then back to dock. I need to, oh shoot, I keep saying activate instead of edit, I'm sorry. Wake surf, activate. So I'm gonna go ahead and start that. Back to dock, I wanna edit. Actually, that's everything's empty. Cruise control 25. Actually surf, oh, that's your, not your surf system, that's, okay, so that's all good. That's what it should be. So when you are in your wake surf mode, which I chose, you'll see the little wake surf icon right there. My wake surfing system, sorry, is on. I can turn my cruise control on right there. It'll say surf is disabled when cruise control is off. I turn that on, that goes away. So now I'm not out on the lake yet, but when I go, it'll be surfing left side, wake shape 5 out of 10. So you can see how the wave changes as you Most people are in the 4 to 6 range is what most people surf in. You've got all your regular gauges, your depth finder, all your temperature, engine gauges there, RPMs is right under here with your speed right above. Anything that would be on would be indicated here. It says lights on, no lights are on, heaters on, no heaters are on. Your current ballast, it shows it climbing. Over here you can choose like your stereo. Right now it's on the radio. You hit source and you can pick Bluetooth. I do Bluetooth, but I can't with my phone while I'm videoing, but that's where you do it. Get your ballast. You can see that those are filling. The bottom ones fill quicker because there's the supplemental ballast are only 250 pounds each. So they fill the quickest, but the others are filling. Actually, I've learned if you go sort of a fast idle, get your RPMs up, I can actually hear the whine of the pump speed up because there's more power going to the alternator to run everything. But that is your, if you want to check on them, is right there. If you want to stop them, you just push it. So that one's full. You got your gauges right here, or your accessory switches. So you've got docking lights, you've got off, you've got running light mode. So like right now, half the lights up there would be on, sort of like daytime driving lights, and docking light mode would be all of them on. Overhead lights, which you can do on the home screen, but that's there. Underwater lights, that'd be off the back. Driver's seat heater, fan. Courtesy lights, like we said, that's sort of a purple. Get that out of the way. So you can see the purple there. And then if I slide this, as I slide that, you can see how that changes colors. Hopefully that's coming out in the video. And you know, all the way that way is white. And it's happening throughout the boat, even up in the front there. And you can put it on courtesy light. It's courtesy color cycle, so it'll just slowly go through that whole pattern. But if you want to hit one, you can. If you want to like blue, you hit it there. You can set favorite colors. So then you got your maps going out on the lake. Go north up. Let's back out a little bit so you can see the lake. This is really nice. Basically, when you surf, you want to be in the white. Yeah, anywhere in the white is 15 feet or deeper. So it's really nice when you have like little areas like right here. There's like a channel. So I could start surfing here and surf right through that deep area and I would not lose my wave. But if I didn't have it, I might surf through part of that blue and I'd lose half my wave in 5 feet of water. I maybe wouldn't hit bottom, but my wave would disappear. You can zoom in and out there. And then you've just got your settings. You can turn on your awareness camera, cruise control buzzer, a lot of other settings here. Power diagnostics, that's your circuit breakers. If something tripped the fault, you'd go down to the one that would be red and say fault, and just hit reset, super easy. Whoops, that's power diagnostics. Engine diagnostics, if there's a fault, it would show up right there. You could go to history. If there was one that had happened earlier, it'd be there. We find this very helpful when a customer calls us, because if we know the fault ahead of time, like if it's an oxygen sensor or something like that, that we sometimes see on a 5 or 10-year-old boat, by knowing that ahead of time, we sort of know what parts to bring with us so we can do a quicker repair and get the customer back on the water faster, things like that. So it's really nice. So, all right, well, let's speed up a little bit here, but we're still, I think, in shallow. Just turn off my radio here. All right, nice day on the lake. Getting a little, we're in 6 feet of water. So we're in deep enough water so it won't hit bottom, but we're not going to put up a very big wave, but we'll do that on the way here. So if we go, you can see even I'm sitting in the seat. I've got my camera at eye level. I can see the horizon over the bow of the boat, and I'm going to stand up here. The seat is not elevated. If I elevate the seat, now when I sit, I'm up real high. So even when you're sitting down in the seat, you can see over the bow. And you can see the surf wave. Obviously it's not big now because we're in 6 feet of water, but I think you get the idea, and I'll show it to you when we get in more water, deeper water. And then from the home screen, you can change to the other side, and you'll see the wave shift over to the other side. you know, I know my ballast is running. I'm still probably only half full. Yeah, I'm about half full. Takes about 10 minutes to fill them up. It's usually by the time you're in the water ready to go, it's good to go. But then your wave shape, like I'm gonna see here if I go to, so that's a 10, which makes it big and short. Now I'm gonna go all the way, that's all the way down to 0. So you can see how it really stretches the wave out and makes it longer. So you just have to decide if you've got a lot of people in the boat or you're not a big person, you can go with a little bit smaller wave but have a longer wave. You can dial it off. And everybody, like I said, most people are sort of in that 4 to 5 range, 4, 5, or 6. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, we're finally getting into some deeper water. You can see that wave starting to really take shape. Even though it's only about 65% ballast right now, it's still a huge wave. And again, if we want to switch sides, you can see how quick that happens and how the wave's just great on both sides. You don't have to do a lot of adjusting of ballast. It's just super easy. You can see if you had 2 people here, you could have a couple people back there and still have a couple more back here and 2 more here in the whole bow. So there is a lot of room in this boat. Let's change back. Now we're in a shallow spot. We're in a shallow spot again at 7 feet, so I can see how much smaller that wave is. We're gonna approach deep water. You should see that wave. I can see it already starting to grow. And we just got into 15 feet of water and I can see that wave already big and curling. So yeah, it's like the size of the wave is almost like a depth finder, a depth indicator. Now when you're done with the boat, if you're done surfing, you just go up here to your user setting and hit back to dock, activate, drain my ballast. So now my cruise control went up. That's why you heard the engine rev up. And you know, now it's emptying all the pump. It's emptying everything. And then we never were full. So I'm going to go ahead and stop it. I'm going to stop the video, let them fill all the way up, and I'll show you the wave that way as well. So just a minute here. All right, ballast is full. Everything's ready to go. Hit the home screen here, turn off the camera. All right, we got surf system ready to go. A lot of times I'll have that on so I know I'm in deep water. Wave shape up. Oh yeah, much bigger. On a wave shape of 5. I just bumped it back to 2. And you can see how it got a little bit lower, but it got longer. And then that's 7. It gets shorter and steeper. So you gotta, yeah, still, yeah, it's huge. Almost to my eye level at the driver's seat. If I switch to the other side, just a really, really nice wave. And again, now I've got the seat boosted, but total visibility in front of me. You know, I don't have to stand up like this to see where I'm going. Here I've got my phone at eye level. This is really nice too with the windshield. Let me back this up a little bit. With the windshield you can reach over to help skiers if you need to. Same thing on that side. So, and then again when you're done, you just hit wake surf. Now again, I can do this from here. I can hit everything I can do that I was doing here, I can do from here. So I can hit the user button here. If I push it, that'll pop up. Then I'd rotate this and go down to back to dock, and then I'd push down on it, and then I'd rotate it over and activate and drain, and then it's starting to drain. The pumps came on because they're draining. They're all starting to go down a little bit already. The cruise control set up, so I didn't have a lot of extra throttle, but it's speeding up some. And actually, even full of ballast, it's just running nicely. You know, the boat still planes off nicely with full ballast. All right, well, let's take her back in. So I hope you liked the video, and give us a call with any other questions, and we'd love to answer them for you. Thank you.